Most of your time when you're riding, you're always in a steady following Rein Aid. Some of the time you're either softening or giving little half halts with your wrist to help support your seat. Hello everyone, in today's video we are going to be going over the 3 different types of Rein Aids that you can and should be giving your horse, and then we're going to go over a little bit about when to give each of these aids. You may notice I have my awesome little GoPro on, so that's going to give you a bird's eye view into what my hands are doing. It's important to remember with everything that your hand should be the last resort. Like ideally most of your aids are coming from your legs and your seat, and ideally we want our hands staying fist width apart up here in front and just doing little subtle adjustments with our fingers. So to start out with, I still haven't warmed him up too much. So I'll just get him walking here, and as I'm warming him up, I'm going to talk you through what I'm doing with my hands. So the first and probably most important Rein Aid is just a passive and following Rein Aid. So this is where you're just establishing a soft and steady contact, and you're really just following your horse's mouth. So I'm just trying to feel a little bit of a light feel in each side of his mouth, and if he comes up, I might just encourage him to get a little lower. But what's important when you're establishing a following Rein Aid is your elbows. So at the walk, your horse's head nods a little up and down, and your elbows bend and straighten to follow that. So it's bend straight, bend straight, bend straight, bend straight, bend straight, bend straight. I think about every time that I see one of his front legs go forward, my hand goes forward, 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 forward. So part of finding this following and steady contact is really thinking about the rhythm and riding your horse forward to your hands. So I'm going to go up to trot and show you the same thing at the trot. Boy. And this is something that I always think about in the warm-up. Is the first thing I think about is the rhythm to the contact. So whatever gait I'm in, I'm thinking in the trot, I'm thinking 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Rhythm to the contact. And here, my hands are steady, but following and allowing his neck. My hands are down, my hands are together in front of the saddle, and I'm pretty happy with the feeling. The ideal amount of contact is you want to have like about 3 to 5 ounces in each hand. So that's the first way that you can use your Rein Aids. Actually, let me go and show you that quickly in the canter. Ride the rhythm. He's got to go a little bit more forward. So again, in the canter, it's super important that my elbows are bending and straightening, bending and straightening, bending and straightening, because your elbows are an important part of being able to establish a steady contact. Boy. Okay, so the first way that you use your reins is following. Now the second way that you can use your Rein Aids is by softening. So a test of whether or not your horse is in honest bend or honest self-carriage is if you can soften your inside rein and then slowly take the contact back again. When you do softening, you really only soften for about 3 or 4 steps, and then you slowly take that contact back again. Boy. You can soften on both reins. You can soften just on the inside rein. Usually I prefer to keep my outside rein steady. So in this situation, my outside hand is following but maintaining a steady contact. So outside rein is following, maintaining a steady contact. Inside rein softening. Outside rein following but maintaining a steady contact. Oh, lots of coughs today. Inside rein softening. Good boy. Boy. Okay, so the third type of Rein Aid is a restricting Rein Aid. And it's important when you use your Rein Aids to restrict your horse that you always start with your seat. So if I want to go from trot to walk, I'm going to sit in, I'm going to tighten my core, and then if my horse doesn't listen to my seat, what a restricting Rein Aid looks like is just kind of this. So bending your wrist like this. You don't want to actually have to bring your whole arm back. You just would like to have this be enough as a restricting Rein Aid. You can use just your outside rein. Sometimes you use a little bit more your inside rein. So again, to reiterate, the three types of Rein Aids. Number one, a following Rein Aid with a steady contact. Number two, softening Rein Aid. Or number three, restricting Rein Aid. I'm going to do a few walk trot transitions and show you when I might use each of these. So first thing is always to establish that steady and following Rein Aid. Now if I'm on a circle line, I want to make sure my horse is looking a little to the inside and that I can soften a little bit my inside rein. So a giving Rein Aid or a softening Rein Aid. And then if I want my horse to slow down, a little bit of a restricting Rein Aid. And then I soften again. So once he slows down, I'm not holding on to that. I'm softening and then I'm going back to following. Close my leg. Soften. Oh boy. So most of your time when you're riding, you're always in a steady following Rein Aid. Some of the time you're either softening or giving little half halts with your wrist to help support your seat. Good boy. And soften again. Good boy. So I hope that this video helps to give you some ideas about the different types of Rein Aids that you might use. Remember, it's super important that your body position stays independent from all of this. So you notice how whatever I was doing with my hands, my seat stayed out of it. My seat wasn't connected to my hands. So check out the description box. I have a free PDF download to help you with your rider position. Also, leave a comment if you have a question about this video, and be sure to subscribe. Many of you guys watch my videos and don't subscribe to my YouTube channel. It really helps me out if you could take a quick moment to click that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video next Wednesday.